In this series, this is what we are going to be creating: one tap, one gateway, one seamless flow, a payment gateway, a simplified Stripe payment gateway for Web3 folks. So we are using Privy for our Connect wallet or email, anyone you want. We are using it for our authentication. So let me just connect it. And it's going to prompt us to confirm you are signed. If you are using MetaMask, you can use email anyone. So this, let me just set it up, Jack. Then select, you can select anyone from here. I'm going to select base, then confirm setup. It takes a little while. Then can get the HTML code added to your website from here. So let's just copy our payment link and make payment to this merchant. We are going to be sending $5 to this merchant base. Continue, and you can scan or copy this. I'm going to copy it and use my MetaMask to send out base years this year, 5 years this year from base to this wallet address, this merchant. Let's just do. You can add this as a checkout on your platform and then we'll confirm. Just wait for it to refresh it. Yeah, and it's already sent. So I'll send the payment, return back to home, and then we can get back to you. And you can see our transaction is here, our balance is here, then we can withdraw. We'll be building the full system on this series step by step using React, Node.js, MongoDB, Privy, and Circle for payments gateways. Let's get into the series. This is the GitHub repo that we are going to be using for this project. And you can see I'm going to be adding this link on the YouTube description below. You can clone it by getting this is public. Git clone, then cd server and npm install. From the code you get from the video, you get the whole thing. And on this video, but this particular video, this is the project that we did where we stopped on this video. Everything that we did, I pushed it to the repo. You can get it from this auth verification. I'll also add the code there. You can just git clone and then go through to check or follow through with the video and every other thing. This is just the starter pack. You can see the server and this is the client, this is the front end. Let's go to our setup and you can see just do this. We have our app. This is the main one. Our app. This is our app that has our home setup, merchant pay, dashboard, and this is it. So we can create here. This is the setup. You can see we can add any name here and then select any of this chain and confirm setup. This is our dashboard. Yeah, so this is just static right now. We'll be starting up with the authentication. We'll be starting up with authentication and we'll be using Privy. So dashboard Privy dashboard.privy.io. We'll be creating app that we are going to be connecting to this. Okay, let's get started. There it's then over to Gmail. Copy, paste, accept. Okay, what's our project's name? So tutorial. We don't have any website right now. Continue. Working on a side project, just me. And then continue. This is just the setup. Yeah, fintech. We're going to do consumer and continue. Okay, let's create our first app. So our first app will be sub 3 create. Okay, so this is our SAP app, and if we click on it from here, you can see this is what we are working with. Let's go with app settings. So this is the app ID. We'll copy it. App ID. Copy it. And that should do in the app ID with this Privy setup. So we'll go to our main, then set up Privy. You can see if you check from our package.json, you can see we have Privy installed, React auth. These are just our installation, which is going to be on the startup app that from the GitHub repo. And then on our main, we are going to import Privy. So we're going to import Privy provider from React auth. Okay. And then you can see it's already giving us, I think this VS Code, I don't know, is already giving us suggestions. So this street mode normal. Then the preview is the container of the is the parent. We are wrapping the app with this preview provider, and then the app ID is this that our Vites that is here. This was the app ID, and with this we have already set it up. So for for our sign up, first of all use the navbar. So this is where the buttons of the sidebar is. Alright, these are the buttons of the navbar is. Yeah. So this is the sign up. Yeah. So we're importing everything about the sign up here. We'll start by importing the login and then the logout. Okay. So import paste, import use login from Privy, and then use Privy. You can see this from the docs. I think I'm going to add this either on the GitHub README or under the YouTube. Then get access token. This for our authentication when we are sending it back to the backend. We don't want to send the ID direct, so we want to send it to the backend and then decrypt it. I'm going to be saying it, okay? So, then I'll have to cancel this and then post. We're going to be getting this ready. Let me just so it's equals to this preview that we got here, and then ready user. This is the user object when it logs in, authenticated. So we are replacing this with this static one that is here, authenticated, and then log out. So this for logging out, this for the user objects. We are going to log it in, log it out here, and see it. This is authenticated. So we are going to start from login here. Let me just bring this down and also increase this, bring this down, and then cost login is equals to use login, and then we'll configure it here on complete user. So there's different ways to log in. I could just get login from, I think I can get login from here. Can get login from here and then just add function to login without this use login. But I encountered an issue that we need to know when someone logs in first, so that this is the best way to log in with Privy. And then we'll just log in user. We can also get, okay, we'll use this user to check the object that we can also get. So let's just refresh and then call login, yeah. Click, sorry, on click login. then on click logout. Okay, so let's just refresh and then sign up, and it's giving us this. It's giving us our sign up with email, sign up with wallet. So let's not just go through the whole issue about sign up with email. Let's go with MetaMask. It's going to go with this one. Connect, connect, and it's going to prompt to verify. Let's verify, and then we'll confirm. Yeah, we are good to go. And you can see saying disconnect here. So we can disconnect, and then let's just log in. Let's just log and check the console.log. Yeah, you can see user.object. You can see it's new user. So we'll be getting this new, sorry, this should be user dot this new user. Yeah. So we are going to be needing this, but let's just comment it out. And also to know if when someone didn't click this, you can use this authenticated. You can see once it's authenticated, it's showing disconnected. So we are going to do almost similar thing on this place. We can say this place is create an account, but it's not working. So we just go to our header, and then from navbar, get this, do similar stuff here, get this, remove authenticated. So this brings us to dashboard threads. You can see so it's working. It's working. So the next should be working on our server. We'll be going to the server right now, the backend, to connect so that when after we have registered, then we'll route it to the server. So let's go back to the server here. And you can see, I don't know if this zone is okay. You can see it. Should I do like this? Yep, yep. Okay, you can see it's empty. This place is empty. Just this gate. So first of all, we have to npm install. Npm install. And we have to do cd server. Then npm install to install the packages that we already have. Then this is the gates, and then we already have the user routes, the merchant routes. These are the two routes that we are going to have. The EVM, and so the EVM just this the link to our MongoDB, because we are using MongoDB, the Privy app ID, the Privy app secrets. So let's just head back. So let's check if yeah. So we have installed the link node more index, and it's up and running. And so then routes. Okay. App. Let's just do app.use app.use slash API slash user, and if we click here, it's going to read us to this route. So what are we going to do here? We are going to set up our router here. First of all, just do express. We can just copy from here. Let's just copy this, then we delete the ones. delete, 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 delete. Okay. I'm going to even delete all of them. Goes to router. And then just remove this and remove this. This from the this from our model. So this is our schema. You can see we are going to be saving the Privy ID, the email, the username, the protocol, the balance. These are for circle, so I'm going to explain it later. And this is from the transaction schema. So let's go back here, the user, and then we'll first of all set up the export route so that it will not be failing. Module export route. I'll check. Okay, it's up. Nothing is failing. Router dot post sync sync user. So the first thing that we are going to be passing is the privy token. Privy token. So we'll not pass the UI. Will not pass the UI on its own, like the privy ID on its own. So people can't won't be able to manipulate it or hack us. That's why we are prioritizing this privy token ID. Then we can decrypt it by ourselves. We can decrypt it by ourselves and then get all the whole setup that we need. So we are already getting this privy ID. Yeah. We'll check if privy token does not exist, then if it exists, because verified claims is equals to wait privy. If you don't understand, I'm going to explain this part in a while. Utils dot verify access. This whole thing is going to be on the GitHub repo. Privy token, can reference it there. Yep. And we'll log out privy token. Log it out. To get this, no, this is not going to be privy token. This is going to be privy. To get this is a reference to how we set it up. You can remember the privy here. No, you should be here. We are going to do the same thing. We are going to define it and set it up here. So to start, we'll get the from client, we'll get the privy ID, app ID. It's going to be here, privy app ID. Then for the secrets, how to reduce this so that we can see our something. Then head over to this place, app setting, basics. Okay, app secrets. You can just do create new app secrets. Then copy this one. Then copy this one. And you can see our app secret is up and our privy ID is up. So next thing we're going to do is import our privy client. Always remember that this is case sensitive, so it has to have the same name as this. If it doesn't have the same name, that means it's going to fail. So we are going to do require slash AI is suggesting another thing for us while we are doing another thing. Okay, this should be the end. We are not using node.sdk, and this is going to be the package that we are going to be using. Then cost privy no client, no objects. I'm going to be using just this and the process. Okay, this should be it. Make sure that the names are the same. The names here too are the same. I'll just show you guys. Let's see if it's working. You can see it's working. Then let's change this thing to small letter P. No, let's change this to Privy secrets and then change this to Privy secret. You can see it's going to fail. So make sure we are using the same name as this project. That's how it's going to work. Okay, it's working. So we have referenced our preview here, and this preview is going to give us a verified claim. From the verified claim, should we log it out and say, okay, let's just route it here and just test it out first before we do any more thing. Let's where are we going to do it from the EVM? Yeah, we are working with. Let's have to push this like this. We are working with localhost 5,000. So just have to use that here. Right, it's pay was 5,000, yeah. Then on the Nava, we don't want every time it to be logging in and logging out, so we use if authenticated or right and if a user effect if authenticated. So if it's authenticated, that means we are logged in. Then we'll get if it's authenticated to cost get user function, or let's say sync user function, sync user function, then call this here. It's not going to be cost, it's going to be like this. Then I'll do sync user function. Let's stop this catch, and then yeah, how is it doing like this? Okay, so we are catching this Privy token. So let's check our OS is imported here already. So we are getting the access token. I'm going to show you what the access token, what the Privy token is. What the Privy token is. Okay. The Privy token. Let's just minimize and then go back here. Going to inspect. And you can see the Privy token is this one. This is what we are going to be sending. And for it to work, I will have to let's minimize now and then cost response is equals to as dot. Okay, so this is as dot post. We are using the import method because we are using Vite server. We are using the server endpoint slash API slash sync user preview token. Let's just go there and see what is going on. Always make sure to add slash here, yeah. Always make sure to add slash here. I think I forgot about that because I was using this slash. I always made mistakes about this slash because of the AI mistake. I don't even know how to disconnect this AI on VS Code. Okay, so now check if it is working. We'll now check if it's working. As.post.sync user. Okay, let me minimize the dashboard. Okay, you can see red, and then we'll now get let's do. We'll have to check the backend. Let me log out the pivot token and then refresh. Okay, we're getting the pivot token. So okay, I forgot about something here. It should be. Let me show you guys. Forgot about something should be auth. How did I forgot about it? Okay. Yeah. Should be auth dot this also this. Let's try again. Okay, yeah. We are now getting it. Sorry about that. We are now getting the private token. The private token and then the app ID. So we are going to be saving this the user ID to the schema. So for us to save it, we have to do if verified claim invalid is okay. If it's not verified claim, just if it's not verified claim, if verified claim does not exist, just return invalid token and then I'll do cost user cost user goes to array dot find one. It's not going to be this, it's going to be user slash ID. You guys saw it here. You guys saw it here. Trying to check where have we made that much state changes. Okay, you can see this user ID. This is what you are going to be saving, and then user ID. So if Privy exists already, that means the person is trying to connect. The person is trying to connect, so you can just do if yeah, if this guy is so is trying to connect, you can just say user created, user sync successful, user sync successfully, or should we say user already exists, user already exists. I want to send in the user. Is because you are sending in the user, that means you are also sending in the what you are trying to hide the pivot token, and then plus new user is equals to this. No, we are not saving any email. Just this should do, and then should close this, and then new user dot save. This is going to save it, and then I return user sync successful server error. Then for the catch, you can just return this while logging it out to know what the error is. Okay, yeah, this should be it. You can see Privy token was verified claims, utils, odds. This you can just copy this. You can copy this from the GitHub repo. Utils, make sure it's like this. Utils, let me see. Utils.auth.verify access token. Then it's going to give you this. Let's log it out, and then we'll see if it is saving already. No, we're going to minimize it, and then our navbar going to see if it's saving already. Yeah, user synced successfully. You can see the message here, and then user already exists. You can see on login we are seeing user already exists. So we have created the authentication for this, then we can click get started and then head over to the dashboard, which we'll be getting. So in our next video, we are going to be working with Zostand as the storage, and then we'll be implementing the authentication like the setup. We'll be working with the setup. We'll be working with the setup after registration, the setup, put the name, select the protocol that you are going to work with. You are going to be accepting as a merchant, then confirm setup. Everything is going to be set up, and also I'll show you how you can delete users, so we can start afresh with the same wallet on the same system. Okay, guys, see you in the next video.